There's a traffic adjustment on West Bay Street near Arawak Key that you should be aware of. Works engineers are calling this a new roundabout and say it's been put in place to accompany a new traffic management system. The idea is to accommodate increased volumes of heavy-duty vehicles traversing in and around the new Arawak Port development.
To the right of him gives way, right? So he gives way to the right. So he only needs to look for a gap in this traffic heading eastbound. So if he has a gap in the traffic heading eastbound, he can pull out. Everybody heading westbound has to yield to his manoeuvre. And that's what it does. So if you then put yourself in any particular location, that's how it will work.
In essence, it's whoever, to simplify things, whoever approaches the intersection first has the right of way, ultimately. That's how it works. So if a lorry is there first, then traffic on West Bay Street has to give way to that movement. They no longer can fly right through that intersection. They have to yield.
Meantime, roadworks officials had promised that Prince Charles Drive would be opened by the weekend, but because of a ruptured water main and the repairs it will require, two-way traffic on that thoroughfare will now return tomorrow. Authorities are apologizing for any inconvenience caused. It's spring break, and as expected, the downtown area has been flooded with visitors taking in sights, shopping, and hopefully enjoying all that we have to offer. Also flooding that area today were police officers. Janaea Noel Ferguson tells us what their focus was.
Downtown Bay Street was the main area of focus for officers from the Central Division. They shared business and safety tips and information for the busy spring break season. Head of the National Crime Prevention Unit, Superintendent Stephen Dean.
We don't want to take nothing for granted. While things are going good, we have a good strategic plan in place in the downtown area. We come out to reassure members of the public, and particularly our business owners and our tourists alike, that the police will increase presence around this time of the year, and we will maintain it throughout the whole year.
He added that police have heard the cry of business owners who want them to beef up their presence and address some of the many challenges tourists encounter on a day-to-day basis.
You might get the petty theft, you might get the petty shoplifting from time to time, and then you might get some unscrupulous person who come out here to try to sell drugs to the tourists. That's what we have discouraged. We have been putting number of persons in the front of the cars. So we have been targeting the drug houses in the area. We have been bringing them to justice, and we believe we can stop that drug peddling.
The presence of officers was welcomed by merchants.
We've seen quite a large contingency of police, more and more than this downtown area.
I would say it's a blessing just to see the policemen out here this morning. Well, us working on Bay Street, we see them every day. Every day they're just about a minute away. And we just want to say thanks to the police force this morning for us knowing that they're there for us just in case anyone tries to do anything that's against the law.
John Bull, which was hit by thieves using high-powered weapons last year, is also doing their part in tandem with police to prevent future incidents.
We do have extra security, and we do have police officers that work on certain days of the week. So I think all that has helped us to basically give us an increase of security.
Police feel by becoming more visible along Bay Street, they can send a serious message to criminals targeting that commercial zone or other areas that any illegal activity will not be tolerated. Janaea Noel Ferguson, ZNS News.
Investigations continue into that traffic mishap last night which claimed the life of a teenager. The incident took place around 11 p.m. in the area of West Bay Street near Goodman's Bay. Police say the 19-year-old male victim was driving a white Honda Accord with 3 passengers when he lost control and ran into a tree in the center of the median. The vehicle was extensively damaged and the driver had to be extricated from the wreck. He died on the scene. The passengers, 2 males and a female, were taken to hospital. One of the males is in critical condition and the others said to be in stable condition. Police are requesting the public's assistance in locating the person or persons responsible for a shooting incident which has left a 32-year-old man dead. The incident reportedly occurred around 12:10 a.m. today. Now, preliminary police reports indicate that the victim was at his apartment at St. Albans Drive when he was approached and subsequently shot multiple times to the body. Police are investigating and are appealing to members of the public who may have any information on this or any other crime to contact them. Jury selection took place today in the trial of 2 men accused of robbing First Caribbean of some $30,000 2 years ago. Sean Lightburn and Garth Hall are accused of the daring daylight robbery, which took place at the Sandyport branch. The two also face 2 counts of possession of a firearm with intent to endanger the lives of 2 police officers. Testimony is expected to begin on Wednesday. Attorney Gillian Williams is prosecuting the case. Muriel Ducille and Ian Cargill make up the defense. Justice Bernard Turner is presiding. 2 teenagers accused of breaking into a Jackfish Drive home and stealing some $32,000 worth of jewelry, cash, and electronics were remanded to prison after being formally charged before Chief Magistrate Roger Gomez today. It's alleged that on March 20th and 22nd, 19-year-old Stephen Green and a 16-year-old girl broke into the victim's home and stole the items. The pair is also charged with the armed robbery and alleged kidnapping of a tourist. They pleaded not guilty to the charges and were remanded to prison. The case has been adjourned to June 26th. Fox Hill residents Dennis Roll, Leslie Elliott, and Riche Roll faced a judge today in connection with a number of armed robbery and gun-related charges. It's alleged that on Friday, March 30th, the trio, while armed with an unlicensed handgun, robbed Guy Jones of a cell phone, jewelry, and cash. They're also accused of dishonestly receiving those items. Now, they have denied the charges against them. Following the arraignment, Riche's attorney informed the court that she is nursing a young baby and asked the court if any special provisions could be made for her to continue doing so. But Chief Magistrate Roger Gomez wasn't able to assist. However, he suggested that prison authorities may be able to arrange for the child to be brought there. Meantime, they were all remanded to prison until June 21st, when a voluntary bill of indictment will be filed.
Welcome to tonight's edition of the Business Beat, sponsored by Royal Fidelity. Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Altaviz Munnings. Let's take a look at what's making business news today.
The Bahamas Telecommunications Company expected to open their new BTC store on Bay and George Streets this evening. The new store in the British American Financial Building is one of 2 opening in Nassau this month, and among 9 either opened or under construction since the Mall at Marathon store opened in December. It's all part of the company's ambitious 35 retail experience stores by year-end plan. The Bahamas and Switzerland seeking to enhance diplomatic ties in the financial services sector, an area in which both countries are leaders in their respective regions. Governor General His Excellency Sir Arthur Folkes made the statement as he accepted letters of credence from His Excellency Ulrich Lehner, Ambassador of the Swiss Confederation to the Bahamas, last week. And from Grand Bahama, Paint Fair announces the launch of its distribution of International Paint, the global leader in industrial protective coatings, along with specialized training for its team. This development makes an entirely new level of products and solutions available in Grand Bahama, and Paint Fair officials look forward to providing such not only to the Grand Bahama market, but also to various markets nationwide. From international business, unemployment across countries that use the euro edged higher in February to 10.8%. That's up from 10.7% in January and the highest level since the introduction of the single currency in 1999. Spain has the highest rate of 23.6%. Remember, you can send us an email or join us on www.znsbahamas.com or become our friend on ZNS's official Facebook page.
And that will end tonight's edition of the Business Beat, sponsored by Royal Fidelity. I'm Altaviz Munnings. Thanks so much for watching.